Franklin Pierce, the 14th President of the United States, served from 1853 to 1857. His rise to prominence was gradual, marked by a combination of military service, legal practice, and political engagement. A New Hampshire native, Pierce served in the Mexican-American War, earning the rank of brigadier general, though his military experience was somewhat marred by a fall from his horse. Prior to his presidency, he served in both the House of Representatives and the Senate, establishing a reputation as a handsome and charismatic figure known for his conciliatory approach, though also lacking a clearly defined political ideology. He secured the Democratic presidential nomination in 1852 as a compromise candidate after several ballots, largely due to his perceived electability and lack of strong stances on the increasingly divisive issue of slavery. During his presidency, Pierce aimed to maintain national unity amidst the growing sectional tensions leading towards the Civil War. First, he signed the Gadsden Purchase in 1853, acquiring territory from Mexico that would later become part of Arizona and New Mexico. This purchase facilitated the construction of a southern transcontinental railroad route. Second, Pierce's administration focused on expanding American trade and influence abroad, with initiatives like Commodore Perry's opening of Japan to Western trade in 1854. Third, however, his efforts to address the slavery question proved deeply controversial and ultimately damaging to his presidency. The most significant event of his presidency was the passage of the Kansas-Nebraska Act in 1854. This act, supported by Pierce, repealed the Missouri Compromise of 1820, allowing residents of the Kansas and Nebraska territories to decide on the issue of slavery through popular sovereignty. Instead of resolving the issue, it inflamed tensions. The act led to violent clashes between pro-slavery and anti-slavery factions in Kansas, a period known as Bleeding Kansas, further polarizing the nation. Significant world events during Pierce's presidency included the Crimean War, 1853 to 1856, a conflict between Russia and an alliance of Great Britain, France, the Ottoman Empire, and Sardinia. While the United States remained neutral, the war had implications for international trade and diplomacy, particularly regarding neutral rights at sea. Pierce's presidency concluded on March 4, 1857, when James Buchanan was inaugurated as his successor. He was not renominated by the Democratic Party, largely due to the fallout from the Kansas-Nebraska Act and the resulting division within the party. Assessing Pierce's effectiveness as president is a complex task. While he possessed personal charm and sought to promote national unity, his actions often had the opposite effect. His support for the Kansas-Nebraska Act is widely regarded as a major miscalculation that exacerbated sectional tensions and propelled the nation closer to civil war. Although the Gadsden Purchase could be seen as a positive achievement, it was overshadowed by the controversy surrounding slavery. His foreign policy efforts, while noteworthy, did little to alleviate the domestic crisis. Overall, Franklin Pierce's presidency is generally viewed as ineffective, placing him low in historical rankings of U.S. presidents. His well-intentioned efforts to preserve the Union ultimately backfired, contributing to the growing divide that would soon engulf the nation.